Today we're going to be talking about formbuilder and how you can make custom forms for your clients to fill out and notify you for different items that you might have or needs that you might have. Formbuilder is under the Tools tab. If you look under Tools, Formbuilder, you'll see that we've already got one form already created. This is a generic website feedback form, and one thing to note that is important is the ID number of the form. So the first thing that we're going to go through is creating a new form. In order to do that, you click right here and that will create a new form, and this is what your new form starts out looking like. It says new form. We're going to change that to my first form, and it is going to be a generic website feedback form, and we're going to send it to me at yoururl.com, or in this case, why don't we set it to admin, so go to the administration. Right here is an option to add a thank you note after the form has been sent. You can also set a auto response, which you can set up separately. The default fields are name, email address, and comment. If you want to add an additional field, you simply click on the Add Another button. And you'll notice that a new field, the CAPTCHA field, has been added to this. And you can change what type of field this is, if it's a checkbox, or most of them are going to be single line text boxes. So we're going to change this to single line text box, and the name of this one is going to be first name, and we're going to make this a required data field, any text, and we're going to change the other one to a last name, and it also says any text. And next we've got an email address, and we in this case are going to request a phone number from our client, but we're not going to make it mandatory. So we want that phone number to be after the email, so we're going to add another field, and notice that we're going to put it right here, so it'll, whenever you hit the add button or add another, it puts it above the one that you're clicking on. So now we've got another field here. We're going to change this to a phone number. So we will select single line text box, and we're going to pick phone number, and that will make it required. If we didn't want it to be required, then we would just leave the required data blank. So we're going to put phone number in here, and I'm going to change this back to blank so that it will be on here but won't be required. Now let's say that we wanted to put the phone number ahead of the email on our form. We would simply hit the move up, and it will move the phone number up above the email. Notice it put this little underline here. That is the code for the phone number. We actually need to, if we want them to see something, we need to say phone number as well. Once we're all done with this, we've got the comment field in here, and we're going to hit save, and it has saved my first form. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to a page, and we're going to add this form to the page. So we go up here to Pages. We've got the home page. We're going to add this to the home page for right now. So we click on Home. And there are two ways that we can add this form to the home page. We can either add it somewhere in the body of the page or post, or we can add it at the bottom of the page. And the way to do it at the bottom of the page, if you've got multiple forms that you're managing, if you scroll down, there will be a widget that is called formbuilder, and you select the form, and you know there's the contact us one, which was the original one that was in there. There's also my first form. Now by clicking on that, what it's going to do is it's going to throw this form at the bottom of the page. The alternative is to use a short code, and we can insert this short code anywhere we want on the page. After header 1, I can simply put in a short code, which is bracket form builder, and then the ID of that form. And as I had noted before, you need to know which form ID number your form is. So in this case, we're going to use ID number 2, bracket, and that's all you need in order to put that form right after the first line on this particular page. So once we've got this in here, all we do is hit update, and then it will save this page with the form in here. Now we had spoken previously about a little shortcut. I'm going to hold down the control key while I click on visit site, while I click on view page, and that's going to open up the page on a different tab. So I've got this still open while I go take a look at what this form looks like. So we click over here on the visit it, and here is the form right underneath header 1. Now you notice that my first field doesn't have any label on it. That was a mistake we made, and we're going to go back and we're going to fix that mistake. Second one is the name and phone number, email address, comments, and send. So we're going to go back over here, and again I'm going to use another shortcut here. I'm going to hold down the control button while I click on form builder, and you notice up here at the top that opened up another tab for me, and here's my 2 forms, and we're going to edit the form that we're using. And if you scroll down, remember the field label, we didn't have a first name in here when we originally created this. So I'm going to put that name in there, and then I'm going to come down here to the bottom, hit save. Okay, now I am going back to this page, and I'm going to hit refresh. And now we have a first name label after this, so I can put Darren Squires, and now we notice also that I forgot to change the field label from name to last name here, and I can put in phone number, email address, comments, and then hit send. And right now it's going to probably give me an error because made a mistake. The email field is a required field. You must enter your email address. So anyway, that's what you do in order to create your forms. And like I said, there are multiple forms that you can create. You just need to pick and choose which fields you want and what information is necessary. Now, as a side note, I would recommend, it's been proven time and time again, that the more fields that you have, the more information that you have are asking for, the less likely it is that somebody is going to fill out a form. So don't ask for or create fields for any more information than you absolutely have to have in order to accomplish your goals. Hopefully this has been helpful, and have a great day.